Here's animated Shockwave / Longarm. I've gotten requests to do a video on his transform because he is kind of interesting transform to figure out which part goes in which mode. So I'll start off with his Shockwave mode here. Now his gun, when I put his gun on, I like to have it with these extended, these little things here, just kind of like as side guns. But that's up to personal preference. And there's one thing that I didn't know for quite some time. My friend actually showed me that his waist here, only when he's in Shockwave mode, it actually bends. It's got a little extra snap in there. See that? Now, I've had this figure for months and I didn't realize that. He's like, hey, I didn't realize you could do that. Now, it doesn't really add to a whole bunch. It kind of gives him a hunched pose, but hey, to each his own. If you can find a good creative pose for him with it, then have more power to you. Let me know. Anyway, so here's Shockwave mode. Notice the red parts are showing on his shoulders there. The antenna are up. The white painted face is hidden. It's all as far up as the head will go. Decepticon symbol showing. The shoulders here, they have two molds. One down here, that's for Longarm. Up here is for Shockwave. The hands, this little hand is his thumb. These are the fingers that go on the outside. These arms extend. So the extended fully all the way is for Shockwave. The waist part, these purple sections, they slide up and down, and they are extended for Shockwave mode, as well as the tank treads are pushed. They can pivot, so the tank treads go all the way up there. And the purple part of the shins face forward. That's in Shockwave mode. So right now we'll take him into Longarm mode. We'll do that. We'll do the arm stuff first. Flip these around like that. There's pivot. Take his shoulders, bring them down. His arms are going to actually shove right up into his forearm, his shoulder, I guess. Fingers will be pushed back, and so he's got that joint there for his elbow. His arm is shorter, stockier. Again, the fingers go up there. That's going to go up, and the pivot is right there. And you know you're done with Longarm's arms. Of course, we've got to flip around his Autobot symbol there. Now here, on the back of his head, there's the little thingy that kind of pushes down. See that when you push it, his face will flop down. That's for Longarm mode, as well as that goes down there. His whole hip section is going to push up, like that. Let's flip those down there too, another way. And these actually clip up into his torso. Now his hips go pretty wide. He's got a wide stance, so those go wide, and you flip his shins around to the tread being on the front. It's kind of a more cartoon accurate way. You can actually make his head short too, so he doesn't have a long neck there if you like, which I kind of prefer. And his weapon, as you already know, you flip that back and it'll automatically bring out the hook. Now I kind of like using it as a shield more than a hook. I mean, it does have weapon storage on the back. You can just kind of clip it on there. I like using it as a shield, and when you're doing it as a shield, you can either have these up or down. I like them down. Sometimes I'll flip them up just to be part of the transform. But there he is. Now his hook is his shield. So there is Longarm, and then when you go into his crane mode, we'll do crane mode first from Longarm. We're going to push his head all the way in, and this will kind of cover up the back of his head. I'm going to put his shoulders back up into shrugging his shoulders position. The little black things under his pits are going to flip out there. So his arms, stiffen them, go straight like this. They're going to, there's a little hole right there, peg goes into, see that? Just jump right there. And, oh, you know what, I'm sorry. Fold it like this, so his arms are bent at the elbow. And this part, I do it from this angle usually, unfolds and it clips into the top. So then that same part pegs into the black part. His hands are down here like this. See that? See how that's a little clip and it just goes right into the hole there? There you go. And these you can fold his feet all the way in here, and these kind of just go down in an angle. There's little flaps here that open. This is the tricky part for some people, is that these kind of bend, they clip down into place like that. So you do that first, and once you're there, then you can slide the one piece into the other. And so his legs go down like that. And you can leave the top of him that way. I kind of don't like those gaps there, so I actually extend the fingers over like that, kind of give it a smoother look. And we're going into crane mode, so you're just kind of straight bending the angle pieces there, and crane. And I kind of like putting those up and to make little like controls for the hook. And that part goes on right there. And this side over here, it's got more of a docking bay type of area for your hook to maneuver in, as opposed to this side. It can work on that way too, but I like putting it this way, especially because the cannon looks better the other direction. So this way it flips them around for hook mode. And then going to Shockwave's tank mode, you just straighten this back and front out, and we're going to put this hook in so his barrel's extended, and you can have these out as like little lasers, or you can put them back, however you like. It's up to creativity, which is one of the best things about Transformers, I think, that you have posability options, and even in alt modes in this time. There you go, Shockwave's 4 modes.